Hello and welcome to a new video. Is my head shining in the light? Ooh, imagine this bulldog getting a band. Most of my sayings are from the office. I make up some myself. Anyway, this is a quick video about making a bird box. I know I've just done one making a bird box. So I'm just going to do simple bird box, the measurements, dimensions, whatever. Back to the video I done with my grandson, somebody said about he wasn't wearing his safety goggles. Yeah, I know that. I forgot about that. We had them all ready, but he was only using a pillar drill, so it's going very slow. So he's fine. But I know accidents do happen, so that's my fault. I apologise for that. Stupid boy. Anyway, it all turned out alright. He's got his bird box. Whether he's put it up or not, I don't know. Hopefully. Anyway, so this is just about... It's been a strange old day. I won't explain why. Funny things happen. Anyway, it's nearly the end of March and it hasn't really stopped raining. So, you know, by now you'd have had a few lovely warm days, but not as yet. Anyway, so let's get going with this bird box. It's for Bluetit, so it might help somebody out. A few dimensions. It's just the way I'm doing it. So keep watching. Right, so this is the back of the bird box. I've got a square end and I've just squared it off. It does help if you've got a chop saw, but if you haven't, you can do it with a handsaw. 14.5 inches. All right, and you see I've got the saw. If you put it like that, you can see I've got the saw tilted. Everything's on 20 degrees. So remember that. Anyway, let's snip this off. That's quite handy, that little beam, red beam. Right, just a little bit. Right, there we go. Hoover on. Right, that's the back done. Clickety boot. Right, this is the side of the bird box. So from the bottom, square end. 8 inches, put your mark. I've got the saw upright now, as you can see, and I've moved it around the angle to 20 degrees. So this is the front and then that'll be the back, obviously. Right, let's cut that quickly. This is why this workshop is just not big enough. This workshop ain't big enough for the both of us. Right, there we go. Hoover on. Right, reverse that. Round there. Like, can you see that? No, let's move it across. So just move that one on top of the other one. Keep it in line, mark the bottom, square your saw up 90 degrees, click, tighten it up. Right, line the line up like so. Two sides. Right, so there we are. So this wood is Douglas fir, so I've been told, and it's not treated. It's 150 wide, or 6 inches, if you want imperial. So I've got the size just placed there. I've evened the top and the bottom out. I'll get a trusty pencil. You'll see what this is for in a minute. What I'm going to do is let this lid, or the top, into the wood slightly. So when the rain falls down there, it falls off the top. So I'll just put a little tick there. Look. Hold on. Just a little mark there with my pencil. Then I'll mark, if I can get my fingers out of the way, mark inside of the bottom of the wood, the lid. Can you see that? No. What, a square, take that away. Square them 2 lines across. Set the saw over to 20 degrees, slanted over, and cut a little notch out there, probably going about 5mm. Okay, right, saw's over, 20 degrees. We've marked out the bit that's got to come out. I've got a bit of wood on the back, so when, let me just, it's hard to do this. Not hard to do, it's just hard to hold the camera. Right, you want, right, so when that goes along like that, it goes the whole way. If you haven't got the piece of wood there, it falls short at the end of the back of the bird box. Anyway, let's set you up and show you. Right, there we go. Nice little notch out. Let's put it on the side. Beautiful British job. Right, can you see these pencil marks here? That's where I want to pre-drill it to put the screws on to fix the sides. So I've got my square set at 10mm, half the thickness of the wood. You don't have to do this, you can guess this, but I just want to make a nice job of it, really. So mark there where the cross is. I'm going to do this on the pillar drill because it's so much more, it's more accurate. It's dead straight, whereas you drill it by hand, you go off on the angle if you're a bit shaky like me. There we go. X marks the spot. Get that on the pillar drill and drill it through. Right, so the reason for doing this is 1, to locate the screw, and 2, so you don't split the wood. So once you've lined it up with the X marks the spot, start your pillar drill. Tickety boo. Right, there's the side. That's a temporary lid. Obviously that angle is 20 degrees. That angle is 20 degrees. Slide the side in till you're comfortable with it. Get it flush with the back of the bird box. If you've got one of these speed clamps or F clamps, clamp it up. Just gives you an extra pair of hands. Come on, you extra pair of hands. Right, clamp it. Right, make sure you're happy with the way it's sitting. I'm a bit of a, even with a bird box, I do like to get it right. Flip it over. Don't worry about the lid falling off. Right, get some screws. 4 of, what am I using here? 50mm screws. Alright, that should be nice and lined up. Because you try doing it without the clamps, it just moves about too much. That's what I find. Un. Duh. What? Cat. I think that's right. There's a dog butting his head off. Right. That should be. Put them back on there. Undo your F clamps. Fling them to one side. There we go. That should. This temporary lid. Let me show you in focus. Yes. That should slide in there. Beautiful. There we go. Right. Next job is the front. So what I would do is cut a piece oversized. Let me get my tape measure. Another tape measure. Cut another piece. So I'm going to cut it at 9 inches. Cut the 20-degree angle. And then mark it on the bottom and cut it off square. There we go then. 9 inches. Not the actual measurement. Right. Dust extractor. Clip that across. Alright. Right, let's spin that around, take it off the saw, place it on the box, line it up with these. Fits a treat. There we go, lovely fit there. Right, I'm just going to mark. Can you see it? Yeah, mark under there, look. Right, there we go, just got to cut that through square now. Right, straighten the saw up, 90 degrees, spin that around, line it up, just check it before you start it. Right, yeah. There we go. Push that back. Right. Offer it up. Tickety boo. There we go. So that, can you see that? There we go. So I'll get the hole drilled in there and we're nearly good to go. So can you see the mark? 2.5 inches down from the top. Hold on, let's get you in a 150, half a 150, 75. Marked it there. Right, so I've got to send the pilot drill right through. There we go. X marks the spot. Right, I just changed the drill over to the 25mm drill. That's what I googled and that's the right size for Bluetits. Here we go then, 25mm. Flip it over. Hold on. Here we are, somewhere. It's a job to see it when you... Hold on, I want to get this right. I think that is... Right, let's go for it. Hold on a minute. Magic. There we go. I'll clean that out a little bit for the bird. Right, this is the inside of the bird box, the front obviously. I've marked 10mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cut this. I've got the saw set, so it goes, I don't know, a couple of mil into it, dead centre. This is probably going over the top so the bird can grip and get out. What do you think? Let's go for it. Forgot to put the hoover on. There we go. It's like the gladiators. There we go. Next stage. Right. Good to screw the front on. Pre-drilled the holes. Right, that's got to move out a smidgen. Hold it there. Right, so just the lid and the base to do, and it's got all my blood on it, so I cut it on the chuck key. Daily injury. We're on the lid now. I've got the saw twisted over. Dusty the dog, she's barking at the cat next door. Right, so the saw's set at leant over at 20 degrees, so remember that, everything's 20. I've marked a line there, I've marked a line there, 9.5 inches for the lid, so it's got 1.5 inch overhang. So let's cut that off. Extract that. Hold on, move that. That's it. Hold on, I've got to unlock that. Here we go. Fudge it across until it lines up with the beam. Come in there. Beautiful. Push that out of the way. Turn the hoover off. Let's position you. Right there. So that should slide in nice and snug. Look at that, eh? There we go. Right, so I might do an extra little round off there, because this bird box is going to sandbanks, well, near sandbanks, so it's got to be pretty posh. All I've got left to do is the base, and I'm going to put the base inside as opposed to sitting on the outside, so I've got to cut a little bit. It's already the right width, just got to cut it to the right, it's the right height, we just got to cut the width right. There we go. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Right, let's see if this fits nice and snug. A bit too snug, I'd say. We like a tight fit. Whatever happened to all the heroes? Whatever happened to... Look at that, like a bloody joiner. There we go. So we got the base. Just put 4 screws in there. And if you ever want to clean it out, I'll show you. I'm going to put 2 screws in the top. Slides up in there. Undo the 2 screws. Clean it out. Anyway, let's finish the top off. Right, so I've got the bandsaw set at, guess what, 20 degrees. I'm just going to nip these 2 corners off and just round them off. Give that a little bit of extra, a bit of class, I would say. That's what I'd say. Right, can you see? Can I lower you down a bit? Wee. Right. Hold on a minute, I've got to plug it in. Just bear with me. There she goes. Right, you all in focus. I think I need a new blade on there. Anyway, I can sand them round. Should be. There we go. One beautiful. See that? Look where that notch is in there. They don't make them like this anymore. So there you go. Hope that's helped somebody out. If it helps 10 people out, it's good, isn't it? I should say. I think I've just missed all the soaps, Coronation Street and Emmerdale and all that bloody shite. So that was worth coming out here. It doesn't take long to do this. So remember, all the wood is untreated, 150 wide or 6 inches, whatever you work in. Pretty simple, and you're doing a good thing. Put a couple of these up in your garden or anywhere if you've got a woodland or anything. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. I'd like to say thanks to Livy and Neil from France who watch me. Oh yeah, people do watch me. Thanks for watching Livy and Neil. They moved out to France about nearly 2 years now. I think they're doing well. Graham from Beer Regis. Even Adi Tober on the island, on Branksea Island, works on Branksea Island. I think Martin might sneak a little view every now and then. Ian from Spain. Anyway, I can't name them all. Thanks for watching. Anybody wants to comment for that, good or bad? Like I say, you can't please everybody. Clint Eastwood once said, opinions like assholes. Everybody's got one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good night.